completely exhausted? I mean, bone deep, chronic fatigue that no amount of sleep seems to fix. If you have ADHD, you might not just be tired, you might be suffering from ADHD masking. And masking is the exhausting process of hiding, minimizing, or compensating for your national ADHD traits. It's the performance you put on every single day just to appear normal. And it's an incredible amount of mental energy spent trying to just fit a neurotypical mold. And it leads directly to burnout, chronic shame, and a feeling that you are fundamentally a fraud. But here is the most important thing. Masking is a survival strategy. It's not a character flaw. In this video, we are going to dive deep into why you mask, the massive emotional cost it takes, and how you can begin to unmask safely and find authentic self. So welcome back to the channel. I'm Shadan and I'm a counselor specializing in adult ADHD. So what is ADHD masking? It's actually about avoiding criticism and rejection. It starts because you learned that the real you, the fast, messy, interruptive you, was often judged. So you build a perfect, compliant persona, but that persona is crushing you. We are going to break down the cost of this performance. Then we will look at some gentle, practical strategies to help you stop performing and start living more authentically. The first and most damaging impact of masking is the emotional toll, because the masking cycle works like this. First, you worry that your ADHD trait, like disorganization, will lead to rejection. So you create an elaborate system to hide the trait, like an overly complicated planning system. But the system eventually fails because it's just too rigid for your brain. Then you conclude that you are a failure. The shame reinforces the need to mask even harder next time, and this cycle is brutal. It isolates you. When you hide your genuine self, no one can truly see you or meet your needs. You can be surrounded by people but still feel profoundly alone. And this is why masking is one of the biggest drivers of ADHD burnout. It's not the task itself that burns you out. It's the constant, exhausting mental effort required to conceal the struggle while you are doing the task. If you constantly feel like you are running at 150% just to be at 80%, that's the cost of masking. Masking looks different for everyone, but there are three major types of performance. You spend 10 minutes planning a 3-sentence email. You overanalyze every text. You're trying to prevent awkwardness or interrupting. You're terrified of being seen as disorganized, so you become compulsively early for everything. You over-prepare until you're totally burnt out. In groups, you hold back entirely. You silence your fast thoughts and tendency to interrupt. You wait until you've processed everything perfectly before you speak. Do any of this feel like you? Recognizing them is the first step toward relief. You can't just stop cold turkey. That would be overwhelming. And this is why we use the tiny unmask approach. Identify one safe, trusted person in your life and give yourself permission to be 5% less masked around them. Maybe you tell them, I need to fidget right now. This is practicing vulnerability in a safe setting. Stop apologizing. I'm sorry, I'm so disorganized. Instead of this, start stating what you need. I need you to send me that reminder tomorrow morning, please. This is professional, direct, and removes the shame narrative. Which overcompensating habit drains the most energy? Maybe it's checking your calendar 10 times. You can commit to reduce that thing slightly. Focus on reducing the performance, not on being perfect. This journey of unmasking is all about self-compassion. Healing is not about becoming a perfect, highly efficient robot. It's about understanding that your brain is different and that different is okay. You are not failing when you struggle. You're simply struggling with systems that were not built for you and for your brain. If the cycle of shame, masking, and exhaustion feels too heavy to manage alone, please know that personalized support, makes all the difference. In counseling, we can create a confidential, judgment-free space to identify your specific masking patterns and build compassionate strategies that truly honor who you are. It's time to stop hiding. If you are ready to explore your ADHD experience with a professional, I encourage you to book a confidential session through my website.